Today we're checking out some of the best exclusive iOS games, the ones that make mobile gaming feel next level. But hey, it doesn't stop there. Some of these are also available on Android, and a few even stretch over to Mac, making the lineup even more exciting. We've got a mix of jaw-dropping visuals, unique gameplay, and stories that'll pull you in instantly. So if you're ready to see what Apple gaming is really capable of, stick around, because this video is packed with hype you don't want to miss. If you love fast-paced dungeon crawling with a mythological twist, Hades is where it's at. You play as Zagreus, trying to escape the underworld, and every run feels fresh thanks to randomized powers and godly upgrades. Combat is smooth, flashy, and super addictive. You'll die a lot, but trust me, that's half the fun. The storytelling weaves right into the gameplay, so you're unlocking more lore with every escape attempt. Honestly, if you're into roguelikes, this one's an absolute must-try. Samurai Jack. Stepping into Samurai Jack's world feels like jumping straight into the cartoon we grew up with. You're slicing through Aku's minions in stylish hack-and-slash combat, switching between melee and ranged attacks. The cel-shaded art nails that animated vibe, and the voice actors from the original show just crank the nostalgia to max. Levels mix combat with exploration, and you'll unlock new skills that really change how fights feel. If you ever wanted to live Jack's journey against Aku, this game delivers. Death Stranding. This one's different in the best way. Death Stranding drops you into a broken America where you're basically a futuristic delivery guy, but with so much more depth. It's about connecting people, exploring eerie landscapes, and dealing with these terrifying creatures called BTs. The environments are hauntingly beautiful, and Kojima's storytelling hits hard with emotional twists. Add in Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, and epic music, and it feels more like an interactive movie. Definitely not your usual action game, but that's its charm. Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village pulls you into a creepy European setting full of monsters, mysteries, and yeah, the unforgettable Lady Dimitrescu. It balances survival horror with intense action, giving you tight ammo management while still throwing crazy boss fights at you. The atmosphere is chilling, with gothic castles, creepy villages, and eerie swamps. Ethan Winters returns as the protagonist, and his story gets even darker. It's got scares, it's got thrills, and it's probably one of the most stylish horror games of recent years. Assassin's Creed. Mirage. Back to the roots, Assassin's Creed Mirage focuses more on stealth than the giant RPG approach. You're in 9th century Baghdad, parkouring across rooftops and blending into crowds like classic AC. The story follows Basim, and his journey is packed with assassinations, political intrigue, and slick gadgets. What makes this stand out is the tight, focused world. No overwhelming side quests, just pure stealth action with a rich setting. If you missed the old-school Assassin's Creed style, Mirage feels like the series coming full circle. Cypher 007. This one's for Bond fans. Cypher 007 is a sleek top-down spy adventure that nails that James Bond vibe. You're sneaking around, taking down enemies, hacking security systems, and of course, using cool gadgets. The game blends stealth with quick action, so you've got that mix of brains and brawn. Each mission feels cinematic, with stylish cutscenes and that spy thriller energy. And the best part? It's mobile-friendly but still looks premium. If you've ever wanted a spy experience in your pocket, this is it. Grindstone. Grindstone is a puzzle game, but trust me, it's brutal and addictive. You're hacking through colorful monsters on a grid, chaining attacks to build massive combos. The deeper you go, the tougher it gets, and that risk-reward gameplay will keep you hooked. The art is charmingly gory, bright colors with a cartoony, over-the-top vibe. It's easy to learn, but hard to master, especially when you start chasing high scores. If you want something casual but still intense, this one's perfect for quick gaming bursts. Alba, a wildlife adventure. Alba is all about heart. You play as a little girl on a Mediterranean island, exploring, photographing animals, and helping protect wildlife. It's peaceful, wholesome, and feels like a mini vacation. The game pushes eco-friendly vibes, but in a super fun way, like rescuing animals, cleaning up the environment, and inspiring the locals. The art style is bright and welcoming, and the whole experience is just relaxing. If you need a break from chaos and want something uplifting, Alba is the perfect pick. Fantasian. Fantasian stands out instantly because of its handcrafted diorama environments. They look like real miniatures. It's a JRPG from the creator of Final Fantasy, so expect emotional storytelling, strategic battles, and a magical soundtrack by Nobuo Uematsu. The Dimension system lets you store enemies for big group fights later, keeping exploration smooth. It mixes modern mechanics with that old-school RPG charm, and the visuals make it feel like a living art piece. If you're into story-driven RPGs, Fantasian is pure magic. Hitman WOA. Hitman. World of Assassination gives you the ultimate assassin sandbox. You're Agent 47, blending into crowds, stealing disguises, and setting up the perfect kills. The creativity is insane. Poison food, rig explosions, or just go old school with stealth takedowns. Levels are huge playgrounds with countless possibilities, making every mission replayable in crazy ways. The detail is so sharp, and the AI reacts to your choices, keeping you on your toes. It's the perfect mix of stealth, strategy, and chaos when you want it. inZOI Mac. inZOI is like a next-level life simulator, where the world feels insanely realistic. You're not just customizing characters, you're shaping entire lifestyles, from careers to homes, with stunning visuals. The detail is wild, whether you're tweaking your house or just watching how characters interact naturally. Unlike other life sims, it goes heavier on realism, making choices feel meaningful. And since it's Mac-ready, it brings that polished performance too. If you've ever wanted a hyper-detailed life sim, inZOI is one to watch. Harold Halibut, Mac. Harold Halibut is basically a playable stop-motion movie. Everything is handmade with clay-like visuals, and it's gorgeous. You play Harold, a lab assistant living underwater on a spaceship city. The story dives deep into themes of isolation, hope, and human connection, all wrapped in quirky humor. Gameplay is more narrative-driven, exploring, talking to characters, and solving puzzles. So it's all about atmosphere. If you love story-rich adventures with unique art styles, Harold Halibut feels like stepping into a living indie film. Tabs. Totally accurate battle simulator, or Tabs, is pure chaos in the best way. You set up ridiculous armies. Cavemen, knights, samurai, even goofy fantasy units, and then watch them flop around in hilarious physics-based battles. It's unpredictable, wacky, and every match feels like watching a comedy skit. The sandbox mode lets you create your dream battles, and it's endlessly entertaining. Don't expect realism, it's all about goofy fun. If you love watching madness unfold, Tabs is the ultimate stress-busting game. Snufkin. Mom, iPhone, iPad, Mac. Snufkin. Melody of Moomin Valley is like stepping into a cozy storybook. You play as Snufkin, wandering through a beautifully drawn world, solving puzzles, and spreading harmony by restoring nature. It's chill, soothing, and full of charm, perfect for relaxing gaming sessions. The hand-painted visuals and calming soundtrack really pull you into that whimsical atmosphere. It's light on difficulty but heavy on vibes, making it perfect for iPhone, iPad, and Mac players. If you love storybook-style adventures, this one's pure comfort gaming. Life is Strange. Life is Strange is one of those emotional rides that sticks with you. You're Max, a teen who discovers she can rewind time, and that mechanic changes how you approach every choice. It's heavily story-driven, filled with tough decisions, deep friendships, and some really heavy twists. The setting feels grounded, but the supernatural edge keeps things exciting. Add in a killer indie soundtrack, and it's just unforgettable. If you're into games that hit you in the feels, this is a must-play. Divinity Original Sin 2. This one's a masterpiece of RPG design. Divinity Original Sin 2 gives you insane freedom. Create your own hero, shape the story, and solve problems however you want. Combat is turn-based but highly tactical, with elemental interactions that make every fight feel clever. The co-op mode is brilliant too, letting you experience the story with friends, and the writing is rich, funny, and deep. It's a massive game, packed with choice and consequence. If you love RPGs, this is basically the gold standard. Art of Rally. Art of Rally is a racing game, but not your typical one. It's all about style, flow, and that satisfying rhythm of drifting around corners. The minimalist visuals are gorgeous, giving every track a unique vibe from snowy peaks to sunny fields. The controls feel smooth but challenging, making it rewarding to master. It's more about the vibe than pure competition, with a killer soundtrack that just makes driving zen-like. If you want a racing game that feels artsy and chill, this is it. And that's the lineup, folks! Which one of these games are you most hyped to play first? Drop your pick in the comments. I'll be checking them out. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, share this with your gamer squad, and hit subscribe. It seriously helps the channel grow and keeps me pumped to bring you more awesome game drops every week. So, yeah, let's keep the hype rolling, and I'll see you in the next one.